Congratulations on taking your first step in the process of learning Python. I'm sure by now you would have downloaded Anaconda and you would have had some familiarity with Jupyter Notebook. One thing I will suggest is that when you take this course, open a Jupyter Notebook in a separate tab, such as let's say you are learning here, open a separate tab here and start doing some practice here. Let's say 2 plus 2, whatever you are learning, start doing that. That will help you in understanding Python much better. You need to do some practice with your own hand rather than just listening to videos here. That's the first thing which I wanted to share here. As you would see that this course consists of number of quizzes and code exercises. So let me quickly show you what quizzes are here. So let's say if I look here, after every theory class, you will have some quiz here. So this is one quiz here related to descriptive statistics. So you need to start this quiz and take this quiz. Another important aspect of this course is coding exercises. Let me show you how coding exercises work here. So here is one coding exercise number 1, which is introduction to coding exercises. Let's open this and see that how do they work. This is what you will see in a coding exercise. These are the instructions at the top and here you need to do some coding here. So I have already done some coding here. So let me remove this. Let me delete this. So this is what you will be seeing when you open the coding exercise for the first time. This is what you are required to do and this is where you do that exercise. One important thing is just follow the instructions. You need to specifically and exactly follow all these instructions which are given at the top. Then only you will get the right result. So let's quickly look at this. So in this, the purpose of this exercise is to introduce to you how the coding exercises work in Udemy, in case you have not used them before. To successfully complete this exercise, you have to create the following variables in the file exercise.py, and this is that file exercise.py, and you need to create these 3 variables. The first variable is my integer with the value of 5, the second variable is my float with the value of 2.5, and the third variable is my string with the value of hello world. Make sure that you get the values exactly identical to how they are mentioned above. And in the area where you have to type the answer, you will see some of these lines which are starting with the hashtag. So these are basically comments. I will suggest that you don't change these lines and you start coding below this line. So create 3 variables below this line. So I press enter and I create my first variable. My first variable has to be this, my integer with the value of 5. Let's create that. So my underscore integer is equal to 5. This was the first instruction which I have successfully completed. My second instruction is create a variable my float. So my underscore float and the value of this is 2.5. Let's say that by mistake I make it 2.6. This is something which I am doing deliberately. And my third variable is my string, my underscore string is equal to, and here I need to put this value which is hello world. I might put in a single quote or double quote and hello world and exclamation mark, and that's it. So another mistake which I have made here is in the name of variable, instead of G I have put F here. So I have made 2 mistakes here. So with this, if I check solution, and that should give me error here. So now my error here is 2.6 is not equal to 2.5. My float was 2.6, but it was supposed to be 2.5. So sometimes you will get very friendly feedback. So this is very friendly feedback which has been designed. We have thought over this that what all types of mistakes could happen. So based on that, we have designed this output. So this is very clearly readable. So that means instead of 2.6, you need to make it 2.5. And with this, let me check my answer. And here I still have one more mistake, which is in the name of my string. And here I get that false is not true. You must declare the variable my string. So the solution doesn't find a variable with the name of my string. So that means there is a mistake here as well. So if I put this my string and if I now check the answer, well done, your solution is correct. So this is how coding exercises work. Now just in case you are not able to do this exercise and you always get a mistake and you want to look at the solution is the next lecture here. Solution Introduction to Coding Exercise. That's where the solution lies. So either you can click on this, or what you can do is you can press on continue, and that will take you to the solution file. So make sure that when you're taking this course, make sure that you do these coding exercises. We have made sure that all those concepts which you will need later on are put as coding exercises. We just want to make sure that you are familiar with those concepts before we go any further. Another thing which I want to share is that at the beginning of each section, I have all the resources which are required for that section. So for section 1, let's say download section 1 resources and course slides. So all the course slides are here, Python statistics slides. So all the theories which I am teaching here, all the slides in PDF are here. And then each section has the Python notebook for that particular section. And you will also have all the datasets which have been used in that section here. So you can download that for each section as you go through this course. So now with this, now let's move on to the next lecture, which is working with a list.